This is N.G.A TV. I'm here with another video. I'm here to talk about, my thoughts on Tommy Sotomayor being on Just Pearly Things, and really, you know, it's like, you know, it's like it's not really a big deal, but I'm not trying to hate on his success or whatever, like. But I think it's a little bit clout chasing because like his channel hasn't been popping in years, and like he sees that she's successful and he wants to get some of the piece of the pie, the Just Pearly, type of clout, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's like he wants some of the pie, and like I feel like a lot of black men on YouTube is just caping for her. And they didn't learn from the NTR situation. Like I feel like a lot of these black dudes on YouTube caping for Just Pearly Things just because she a white woman. You know, like she's just another white chameleon. And these dudes is caping for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like she, like I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of her talking points are kind of similar to our talking points, but like I said, this is a black male space, and like you know, you know, like Tommy Sotomayor like originated most of these talking points that she's even talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for him to go on that channel to co-sign her, like she has to have like the black cosign to be in the manosphere and to take over the manosphere. She has to have the top cosign from the black manosphere to take over, and she knows it. That's why she's going after certain channels because she has to have the cosign of other creators, you know, and like she has to have like the Obsidian cosign. She has to say that she looked up to Kevin Samuels. She has to have like she has to have certain black YouTube creator cosigns to take over YouTube because she's trying to take over this space. And you dudes don't even, y'all dudes just going on the channel, y'all don't even realize it, giving donations and stuff. Y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. Y'all trying to support Tommy Sotomayor because y'all fans of Tommy Sotomayor, but y'all don't know how y'all getting played by Just Pearly Things. Y'all don't know how y'all getting played, because she has to have the black YouTube cosign. Like she'll probably like do a video with N.G.A or Minister Jap next to like make it seem like she really like is a part of this movement. When we were the first ones originating this stuff, she'll try to like make a video with Angry Man or Minister Jap just to say like, yeah, like, I'm part of the manosphere too. And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she does that in the future, but she has to have that cosign. She has to have that cosign to make it seem like she's relatable to the black manosphere. And it's just crazy, man. Like, that's why I don't take none of this internet stuff seriously because it's all a joke, really. Like, it doesn't even make sense how channels like this blow up, but channels like mine can't even get past 1K. And we've been grinding for years. Reg barely got 2K, and he's been doing it way longer than Just Pearly Things. He barely got even 2K. I've been doing it way longer than half these cats on YouTube, and I barely got 1K. I've been doing it way longer than half these cats on YouTube. I barely got 1K, so it's like, it's all about consistency. It's all about grinding, and it's all about, the cosigns and being in the right position to of power to win, making the right connections. It's about consistency. It's about I forgot what else I said. I said consistency. I said consistency. I said cosigns and I said connections. You know and that's all it's about. And that's how you build a successful channel. Um, it's about hard work, consistency, and connections. That's how you build a successful channel on YouTube. And you have to really put in the work, but like it's also you got to know the right people, and you got to you know get cosigns from the right people. Unless your channel is just not going to go anywhere, and that's what Just Pearly Things did. But it's only a few cats that did it from the ground up, just because they had a voice that was so unique, and it was and so charismatic that they had to blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like guys like Obsidian, Tommy Sotomayor, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Angry Man, their charisma led them to where they were at. The way they talk on the camera is what led them to where they're at. Antoine Daniels, the way they talk on the camera and their charisma is what got them to where they going. Sometimes you have to have the gift of the gab to get to where you're going. You gotta have the gift of the gab, and some guys have it, some guys don't. I'm one of the lesser of the few that I'm not really the best content creator per se, but I just put my own thoughts and perspective on things. But it's a lot of guys that just have it, like they're just natural at it, and they just have the gift of the gab, and that's why they're successful because they're just good at making content. And I learned a little bit from Obsidian and O'Shea D. Jackson and Sean James, but you know, most of my content is just catered towards the manosphere and helping black men get better. But for the most part, you know, I'm not really like as charismatic as those guys because they've been doing it for a long time. I just started YouTube in 2017, like maybe 6 years ago. I made my first video, and then I started doing it like 5 years ago after that, and that's when I started YouTube, and I started talking about certain talking points. But I kind of have the gift of gab already a little bit because I learned from the greats. I learned from the greats. I had to start somewhere, and I had to start a foundation somewhere. But it had to start somewhere. So I had to go from the bottom, the absolute bottom, to where I'm at now. And I'm just practicing every day. But I had to start somewhere. I had to start somewhere. So it just didn't happen overnight. Like I didn't just become like this prolific. Nah, I wouldn't say prolific. I'll say like this fluent speaker just from being, on YouTube and commenting. It took a while for me to have confidence on the camera and to be able to spit my truth and to go live and to make videos. And even if one person is watching, it's like it doesn't matter. That one person could be watching, but I could be making an impact on their life, because of what I'm saying. And that's what people don't understand about the YouTube. You have to stand on what you're saying and actually be about it. And most of these cats ain't really about what they saying. They just on camera, just talking, and they don't really stand on what they mean and what they really believe in. And that's why that's what separates me from at least 85% of these cats on YouTube because most of these cats just all talk. They don't really believe what they saying. They're not gonna stand on ish. And if they get called out, they're not gonna know how to like stand up for themselves, and they're gonna get exposed, and they don't know how to stand on what they actually believe in and hold themselves accountable. That's why like most of these guys gonna fold. Most of these guys gonna fold if they ever got called out by some of these bigger channels because they don't stand for nothing. And that's why like I don't really care about these YouTube dudes because none of them dudes is F with me. None of them dudes is F on me because I got over 100 something videos where I'm just spitting nothing but facts. None of these cats F on me, bro. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all dudes just gonna have to like, y'all gonna have to like, you know, y'all gonna have to like really support me because I'm really spitting truth in these videos. But like, that's all I have to say about it. Like, you know, to make it on YouTube, you know, it's like it's a whole nother thing that goes on YouTube, and it's like I don't really think much of that the Tommy Sotomayor thing, you know, him being on Just Pearly Things. I don't really think much of it because I saw the clip, I saw a little bit half of the clip, and they were talking about what they were talking about, but it's just a typical red pill nonsense, and it's like he just has to have that cosign. She has to have that cosign to get in the manosphere and to get more people to fall into her like her 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 channel. But like the thing is like you know even though I criticize Just Pearly Things and I criticize Tommy Sotomayor, I'm not really like in opposition to what they're doing, but like their talking points are just talking points that we talked about before. They're just saying the same, regurgitating the same stuff that we've been saying in the manosphere. It's just that Just Probably Things has a bigger channel and people just follow her channel. But we've been saying the stuff that she's actually talking about. It's just she happens to find a liking into the manosphere because she said that she used to watch Kevin Samuels, and she used to make reaction videos, and she got her name from a Tumblr account or a Tumblr quote or something, and a hashtag on Tumblr, and a lot of dudes they talk all this stuff about you know you know these content creators, but she used to watch our content. So if she watched Kevin Samuels, she definitely been watching more creators, and she been taking notes. So that's how I know, like, even though she's a white chameleon, she is taking notes on our content and she's studying us. And a lot of you black people, a lot of you black dudes in the manosphere gotta pay attention because, if she's taking notes and if she's becoming successful, like, and all you dudes out there that's making content, like, y'all not really where y'all should be and y'all know it. But it's like, she could just come to YouTube for 3 years and be successful just because she's a white woman. Something ain't right with that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's like there's an establishment on YouTube that wants certain people to succeed and certain people to fail. And like, yeah, maybe she's a little bit more richer. Maybe she's a little bit more, established. She has more resources. She has money to buy mics and equipment and she can make better thumbnails and stuff like that. So, that's probably why she's where she's at. But it's like, you dudes, like, y'all just support who y'all want to support. And, like, that's why, like, I don't really take black YouTube seriously no more. It's just crazy. It's just all a game. It's all politics. And that's why certain channels blow up and certain channels don't. But, it is what it is, man. I just know what's going on, you know. But that's all I have to say about the Tommy Sotomayor being on there. And, that's all I have to say about it. It's not really going to move anything in the manosphere. I'm happy for him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm happy for him, but, like, I feel like he's just clout chasing, and I feel like she wants this cosign just so she could say, yeah, I got Tommy Sotomayor to co-sign me. That's all it is, man. But this is N.G.A TV. I'm signing out on another classic banging video. I'm out. Peace.